Hi everyone, welcome back to my art channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this artwork, which is the second part of a 5-part art project that I'm doing, which I'm filming. I made an announcement video about this, which you can check out, which explains it a little bit more. But yeah, for now, let me show you how I made this. So first of all, I made some gyozas because they are amazing, and I need some food before starting a painting. You should eat something too. I then grab my little round canvas and I start prepping it by painting some gesso on top of it and then sanding it for a nice smooth surface to paint on. I then grab my sketchbook and I start sketching. I always try to do a little thumbnail sketch before I start sketching on top of the canvas, and I recommend doing a couple thumbnail sketches because this way you can actually figure out exactly what you want to paint. It helps you build on ideas and create something in the end that really fits what you like to see. I'm pretty lazy, so I'm sticking with one that I'm already quite happy with. I then sketch it on top of my canvas. Once I'm done with the sketch, I seal it in with my fixative spray and I let it dry. The fixative spray helps your pencil sketch not to smudge too much when painting on top of it. Now it's time to start painting. For the paint itself, I mostly use golden acrylics. I find that they have a very nice consistency and vibrancy, so I really enjoy using them. As I've mentioned before, this artwork is the second artwork in a series of a 5-part canvas project. So the first one, which I already made a video about, is portraying the first stage of my toad creatures. And in the second artwork, I want to show you the tadpole stage. In this stage, they start to have tails and little eyes, and they'll be able to swim just a tiny bit. I want to show a bit of a time jump from the first artwork right to this one, to show a progression from the first artwork. I'll show you the differences later in this video. I kind of want to give it the feeling of like when you grow up in your childhood town or little village or city, and slowly throughout the years, things will change. Like your street will look a little bit different, or something will change, or will leave, or something new will be added. Or you will change. Maybe all of those things together, and things will be different. I guess this is just kind of an artwork that will portray that difference and the feeling of, like, in a way, losing a part of your childhood, but also gaining a new version of it. I want to portray that, like, change is kind of part of life and it's normal and it's bittersweet. I think I'm blabbering, but that's okay. You know, being an artist, it's very important to blabber every once in a while. I probably do too much, but you know what? That's just who I am, and it is what it is. Anyways, going back to what I was talking about. So, for example, in my first artwork, you see one tentacle, and so in this one, I want to show you what's actually attached to that tentacle and what is trying to break through the sky. So here's like a little octopus creature. I make sure to grab my previous artwork every so often to kind of like take notes as to how I drew certain things, what type of colors I used, and to kind of keep my head in the right headspace for this artwork. been trying to experiment more with like neon paints in my artworks, and I'm really enjoying how it's turning out. I was kind of scared in the beginning because it's quite an intense color to work with, and you really need to commit once you work with it, but I really recommend trying to use neon paints. It can actually really elevate your artwork to the next level. Now that I'm finally done with the underpainting, or at least that's what I like to call it, it's time to move on to the line art. I preferably use Molotov markers. Molotov? I don't know how to pronounce it. I find that their paint markers are very thick and they give a very nice saturated color. I very often don't have to go over the same spot twice, and they last a decent amount of time. I'll be using both a black and a white Molotov marker in this video. Which marker brands do you like to use? I personally also really recommend Posca markers. I really love doing this part. I find that it really brings my artwork to life. Once I add the line art, it really kind of just solidifies what's already on the canvas, and I just really enjoy doing the line art in general. I used to just do marker art when I was younger, and that's what I always did like most of my art life actually. Only in the past like years, I'd say, I started to paint a bit more, and now painting is mostly what I do. So yeah, only in the past couple years have I really delved into painting, but before that I always used to do marker art, and that's why I use paint markers for the line art process. It's kind of a blast to the past for me, which, I mean, it's not my past. I still do marker art, but it doesn't matter. It's the stuff that I'm familiar with, so I really enjoy using it. So yeah, this all is just a very relaxing and enjoyable process for me. I hope you enjoy watching this as well. It did take me a little bit to get used to paint markers, I have to be honest. I found out if you press too hard on a canvas, it tends to actually spread paint around, kind of by like splattering all over the place, and it really sucks like having to clean that up. So you just kind of have to figure out the right pressure, and once you do, man, it's so nice to use. Now it's time to finally add the final touches, which I do with a white Molotov marker. Now, my second artwork is finally done, and I can't be happier. Very happy with how vibrant the colors look and how well the neon paint turned out to look. Here's a little comparison between the first artwork and the second artwork. As you can see, the placement of the house is the same, and the tree has grown as well, showing you that at least some time has passed since the first artwork. Things change and things evolve. That's part of life. as a last finishing touch, make sure to put your full name, artist name, autograph, and date on your artwork. I always forget this part, but not this time. I think that this is when the project really is going to start like kicking into high gear, because the next artwork will be on a bigger canvas and will show the next stage of my toad creatures. I'm so excited for that. Let me know what you think of this artwork and which one is your favorite between these two. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hope it was entertaining for you and a little bit educational. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the second part of this 5-part art project that I'm doing on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe for more art tutorials, art inspiration, and art content. The next part of this art project will be on a bigger canvas, so it will be a bit more challenging, but also very exciting to tackle. We have it over here. So this is the next size. You can see there's quite a size difference. I hope you're excited as well. Please let me know what you think about this project down in the comments below and what you might like to see next. And as always, clean your brushes and stay creative.